everyone. Hope you're having a good day. I've been sitting here staring at the screen for about 2 minutes trying to figure out what I wanted to talk to you about right now and what's going on, and I didn't really figure it out too much other than I am going to be doing a full day of eating today, so I may have some other little pearls and words of wisdom as the day goes on. I am working on recommitting to not doing lazy keto, which I think that I've fallen into the last year or so. Not only have I stalled, but now I've gained. And last night it became very apparent when the jeans that I was wearing a year ago that were falling off of me, now I can't button. And that pissed me off. And I started thinking about what I've been doing. I haven't been eating non-keto foods. I haven't been eating healthy keto or strict keto maybe. And so I am going to be going back to that. I'm having a lot of things going on right now personally that are really stressing me out. And I think that with stress also comes weight gain. And so I'm going to be working on managing my stress, taking time for me, and getting back to basics. So at my daughter's band concert last night, when there was an intermission, I was able to look through my old Instagram my Instagram pictures and look back at what I started out doing and what my plates looked like and stuff like that. And I definitely see a big difference in what I was doing to what I am doing now, which I think does explain some of the reason for my gain. Before, it was lots of vegetables and fresh stuff, and I was prep cooking a lot and doing all of this, and I'm not. I'm in turtle mode, I guess you could say. I just don't want to do anything. There's so much going on at work, there's so much going on personally that I'm eating to survive and have enough calories, but I'm not eating to thrive. So today my focus is to get back to eating to thrive. And that starts out with breakfast. I like OMAD. I'll probably do OMAD every now and again, but right now I have to get back to basics, and basics is 3 meals a day. So I am going to start out, and I am going to make myself an omelet. So let me turn you around and down and show you what I'm gonna do. All right, so I'm going to start out with some butter, and I'm going to do just a tablespoon. And we're going to go ahead and get this melting. While that's warming up, I'm going to grab a couple eggs and scramble them up and throw shells in here, apparently. I think. Did I? Huh, I guess I didn't. Oh, that's where the shell went. Wow, I'm making a mess this morning. Gotta break a couple eggs and make a little mess, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just scramble these up a little bit. Now at this point, you could add a little cream, you could add a little water. I'm gonna add a little bit of water because it's close. And literally, I probably added a tablespoon. All this is going to do is help make it a little fluffier. You don't want to add too much because then it gets watery. All right. Okay, so now I'm just going to take these. The butter's almost melted, and I've just swirled it around so it covers the bottom of the pan. And I'm just going to do that. I'm I'm going to wait a few seconds so that the eggs start warming up and start clumping, and then we're going to spread it around a little bit so that it's bigger and so that it cooks quicker. So I've got this on high, just so you know. And you can see that we've got bubbles starting to form, so now is the time. All you do is you take it and you push, and then it's kind of like you're holding the cooked egg back so that you can let the uncooked egg go around. And so you just do that, and that helps to thin out the eggs and get all of it cooked a little bit quicker. As you can see, it's cooking very well in the center, and I keep doing that to poke the air out of it. Now, even though it's on high right now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to turn it down to a medium low, and I'm going to add my salt. We don't want it to cook too fast, so we're going to put the lid on it because the lid will help to keep the heat in and help cook it from the top. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, it's cooked a little bit. You can see it's not quite totally cooked yet, but it is also cooked enough that I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple slices of provolone on here. I decided on provolone today just to be a little quirky. And then I'm going to put the lid back on, and I'm going to let it cook for a sec. So now, as you can see, the cheese is melty and yummy. So all you have to do is, and I try to, I'm such a person. I'm so OCD. Okay, I'm just going to do it this way. Do it like this. Just pour it on, and then about halfway over, you just go flip. There you go. And there's my omelet. Now, to add to my omelet, I'm going to get a little bit of sour cream. I love, love, love sour cream on eggs. So I'm just going to take a little bit of sour cream and put it on the top, as well as some dill, because eggs and dill are so good. So good. All right. So that is my breakfast this morning. It is going to be this beautiful omelet as well as my coffee. I have some prepped lettuce and I have some prepped taco meat, or I've also got some prepped chicken that I might just cut up and make a chicken salad. I think that's what I've been thinking about today. So I think that's probably what I'm going to end up making. And I'm not sure what dinner is tonight yet, but I'll figure it out. All right, you guys have a, oh, I know what I'm having. Not going to tell you. All right, I will talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, I am back and it's time for lunch. Just full disclosure, every time I make an update, I have to go put more makeup on because I work from home and I just touch my face all day. And so yeah, so I keep putting on more makeup today. Anyway, I have lunch all set out, ready to make, so I wanted to go ahead and make it with you. Let me go ahead and turn this down so that you can see what I'm doing. So first of all, on Sunday, I did some prep cooking and I baked some chicken thighs and chicken legs. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start out by cutting out the bone of this chicken thigh and using the meat and the skin because, you know, we can. So there you go. It's not, I'm not being really precise in getting this meat off, but I do like chicken thighs because they are very easy to, you know, get the bone out. So all I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and cut all this up, and I'm just gonna make it into really small dices because then it's easier to eat that way. Now that my chicken is done, going to take my lettuce that I prepped on Monday, and this is just shredded romaine, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in my bowl over here. So you can see that there. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some cheddar cheese. I'm not really going to measure it, but this is 8 ounces, and usually 8 ounces is about the thickness of your thumb. So I'm going to use this much, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to small dice this as well, because I am going to put this in with my chicken salad. Oh, by the way, yeah, that's what I'm having. I'm having a chicken salad. So let me do that. Do one cut down the middle, and then you can just chop this as well. I just like the little addition of cheese to chicken salad. It seems to work really well. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then the last thing I'm going to add as far as protein goes to this is the other night I made some beef bacon, which is just brisket cooked up really crispy. And I'm going to go ahead and let's see if I can, yeah, I'll just chop it like this. Again, making it a nice small dice. Now, other things that you can add to this are going to be cucumbers or celery. That would make a really good addition to this as well. As you can see, this is really rock hard, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to put that in there. Now, the next thing we're going to add to our chicken salad is going to be sour cream. I use sour cream because I'm allergic to mayonnaise, but you can use mayonnaise and sour cream, or just mayonnaise, or just sour cream. This is all up to you. And the whey always separates, so always stir in the whey because it's really good for your gut. Okay, and I'm going to start out with a couple good dollops because we want it good and creamy, because not only is this going to act as our chicken salad, but it's also going to act as our dressing for our lettuce. So you do want to make it a little more creamy than you normally do. And I probably should have thought about bringing my fresh lemon juice over here, because that would have made a really nice addition to this as well. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty good and creamy here. I think I'll just add just a hair more sour cream. And because I'm getting back on track, I am not paying attention to portion sizes or anything like that. I'm just going to be making food and keeping it simple and easy. All right, so the next thing I'm going to add to this is spices, because you know me, I can't have something not spiced, especially salt. But the other thing I really like to add is tarragon. So I'm going to add just a little dash of tarragon in here. You don't need much. It's a very flavorful spice, but it just adds a different flavor to the chicken salad. And I learned this trick years ago when I was working in a restaurant. I always loved their chicken salad, and when I asked for the recipe, they were like, oh yeah, our secret ingredient is tarragon. I won't tell you which restaurant because, you know, they might not like it, but that's it. That's all I'm going to put in this chicken salad. And we're just going to go ahead and put it on here. And there you go. That is my lunch for today. That's going to be more than enough food too. So let me do this. Sorry about that. So along with my chicken salad, I am also working on a bottle of water. This is a 1 liter bottle I keep refilling. I'm about halfway through today, and I do still have some coffee left over, but that is the last of the coffee. So I will be switching over to purely water by the end of today, or probably by the end of lunch. So that is my lunch for today. I hope you like it, and I will see you at dinner time. All right, I am back and it's dinner time. I've been trying to do a little more prepping the last couple of days at dinner time, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn you down and show you what I'm going to make tonight for dinner, what I'm prepping. And I have some food in the oven already that I prepped a couple days ago, and I'm just kind of cooking it to get it done because I think I'll probably eat it for lunches tomorrow. But let me go ahead and turn you down. And don't look at how dirty my crock pot is. There we go, that's better. All right, I am going to make, this is a very small crock pot. As you can see, it's very small. This is what I traditionally use for myself to make ghee. I have not made ghee in a very, very, very long time. Others call it clarified butter. Either way, I like making it. It makes for an easy way to fry up eggs and stuff. The fact that I still have all this butter in my freezer tells me I'm probably not eating as much fat or as much butter as I had been, and so that's another good indicator that I probably need to change what I'm doing. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm just I'm taking all the butter out of these wrappers and I'm just throwing it in my crock pot. Now, the thing about this butter is I got this, I try to buy for like 2 or 3 weeks when Aldi has butter go on sale at Christmas time, and I usually buy the limit for 3 weeks. So 26 or 24 pounds of butter, and then I put it in the freezer. So this is freezer butter. So this I just pulled out of the freezer. It is rock solid. There's just nothing. Yeah, there's just nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it over here, and I'm gonna put it on low, and it will cook all night because it cooks out all the water. It cooks out all the whey, I guess it is, or casein, I don't know. But I'll start it tonight. It'll be done in the morning. And then I'm also going to cook some food for tonight. And one thing that I haven't had in a very long time is chicken sauteed with green beans and seasonings. And then this is my 2nd liter of water. I'm doing pretty good today, aren't I? I was really surprised. I'm really kind of thirsty today, so I wonder if that just means I'm just getting into deeper ketosis than I had been, which is a good thing, always. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn you down, and I will go ahead, and usually when I make the chicken and green beans, I make it 1 serving at a time. This time I'm gonna make like 3 servings because I know how much my husband and daughter love it too. So all I'm gonna do is, for 1 serving, I do 2 boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So I'm just going to cut them up into small bite-sized pieces, just kind of like what I did earlier with the pre-cooked chicken. And we're just going to do the meat all cut up. That is 6 boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer over to the stovetop, and I will cook this for you. Okay, so as you can see, I do have my cast iron skillet here, and I actually have started preheating it, so that's why it's smoking a little bit. I'm gonna add some walnut oil to this because I have found, even though it's expensive, I actually really like walnut oil, and it has a really good deep flavor to it. It does have a flavor to it. So if you don't want an oil with a flavor, then this is not the one for you. But I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken to the pan. That piece is being stubborn, isn't it? Look at that. Okay. So the first thing I always do is I just kind of spread it out so that I can get the seasoning all over it kind of in an even manner. So I'm going to use some oregano. This is my favorite way of making this this meal. And as you can see, I use a lot of oregano. The other thing that I use is fennel seed. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And if you notice, this says organic. I always try to use organic seasonings as much as possible because with my allergies, there's sometimes some additives into non-organic spices that could cause me problems. So I always try to eat as close to organic as I can with my spices. Now with other foods, it's not as necessary. I know how to navigate. I've told you before how to make sure you're getting retained water instead of broth in your chicken. That's a big one for me. Okay, so now that my spices are in there, I'm just going to go ahead and stir this all together. Now I did turn down my pan a little bit because it was quite hot at first, and I'm not very adept at cooking with my cast iron skillet yet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the skillet, and just like I did with my omelet this morning, I'm going to cover it up to kind of trap that heat and help to cook it from both sides. So let me go grab the lid, and when I come back, we'll take a look and see how the chicken is doing. Put in here, and that's just the retained water from the chicken. So we're gonna go ahead and leave the lid off now, and we're gonna let it start to brown up and get really yummy. Now, while it's show you what's going on. Okay, as you can hear, it's starting to get a little sizzly, which is good. That means that that water is starting to cook out, and I definitely like the way it's going. You can start to see there's parts of it that are starting to get a little golden brown, which is how I like this recipe. And it is smelling really, 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 really good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let this cook for a few more minutes. I'm going to clean up my island, and I will be back. All right, I am back, and as you can see, it's really starting to kind of stick to the bottom, which some people would say is not a good thing, but that tells me that it's getting done the way I want it to. So that's a good thing, at least for me. Now this can be done in a regular non-stick skillet if you prefer. I like using cast iron as much as possible because that just helps you with your iron absorption. And we all know that's really important for energy as well. Okay, so now I'm just going to I have a bag of green beans. These are my favorite Season's Choice extra fine green beans from Aldi. I've already taken about 1 serving out of here, and so I'm just going to dump the rest of the bag in here. Now, when it comes to adding the green beans, you're also going to want to salt those and season them because they don't have any seasoning on them. Your chicken already does, of course, but if you were to get just a green bean without the chicken, you are not going to have any seasoning on it, which isn't bad. I mean, personally, I love I actually used to eat green beans raw when I was a kid, so I'm okay with no seasoning on my green beans, but I also like my green beans with seasoning. So that is your choice as well. Now you can use any flavors you want with this. These are just the ones that I traditionally use because we like them. So, and then we just stir until the green beans are cooked through. Now when using butter, at first when you put it in here, the green beans will get all coated with white because of course the butter is going to is going to harden because we're using the walnut oil. That's not happening. Now, another option for this would be, and I've used it before I realized I was allergic to it, is I love coconut oil. I love coconut oil in this recipe, especially the kind that does have the coconut flavor. And you could do this with shrimp and make it kind of a coconut shrimp kind of thing. But yeah, the coconut oil with this recipe, I really am sad that I can't have coconut oil anymore just for this recipe. But there you go. That is dinner tonight. It is also going to be lunch tomorrow for my husband and or daughter and or myself. So I hope that you enjoyed this full day of eating with me. I'm really trying to get back on track and get real intentional with making sure that I bring those vegetables back into my diet where they need to be. And it's time for me to start taking care of me again. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it's time to eat to thrive, not eat to survive. And part of that is taking the time to do these things. So I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you next time.